So, one of my subscribers and a friend to the channel commented, "Good video, how often will your TP hit and how often are you right or wrong? Is it possible to use this particular strategy on other pairs with the same settings?" Then I replied, "Thank you for the comment. I will make a backtest video about the previous month and you'll be able to see how often I'm wrong or right on this strategy." So without further ado, let's dive into the video.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the video, and please don't forget to subscribe and to like this video because it will motivate me to make more content. The most important thing you have to know, guys, is how many percentage gain do you or are you willing to gain in every single month. This will help you know to chase trades and do ridiculous stuff whenever you are trading. And for the most part, you only need 10% gain. I want you to imagine a 10% gain each and every single month on a $100,000 account. That's massive. We are now talking about massive gains. So all that you need, guys, is 10%. But in this strategy, I'm going to show you, or you're going to get more than 10% even in a single trade. But you don't need that. You only need 10%. You can get your 10%, then you rest, and that's everything you need. But without further ado, let's do this.
Oh yeah.
So as I said that I'm going to show you a backtest video of the previous month. So what we're going to do now is very simple. I'm on a 1 hour time frame right now, but I'm going to navigate to 1 month time frame just for me to show you. So right now we are on 1 hour time frame, but what I'm going to do is that I'm going to navigate to 1 month time frame for me to mark the levels and the days so that we can all see what I want you guys to see. This is 1 month. So all these candles are representing month, each and every month. So the previous month is this one. So I'm going to mark the previous month with a blue vertical line. I'm going to mark it with the blue vertical line, right? And then now I'm going to scale down to 1 week time frame, 1 weekly time frame. Now I'm going to scale down to 1 weekly time frame. Then I'm going to identify the weekly bars with a different color. Now I'm going to change it to green. So this is the first week, the second week, the third week, right? And this one is the last week exactly, and this another month. This is the beginning of another month, so we're going to make it blue like this. So now this is what we have. So we are going to trade, or we're going to backtest from this period, from this blue line to this blue line. So now, as I said, if you have watched my videos talking about this particular strategy, I trade on 1 hour time frame for a lot of reasons. So that is where I'm going. And the other thing, guys, you ask me a lot is, do I tend to see either the market is going up or down on higher time frame, like on the monthly time frame? Like we can all see that for a long period of time the market was going up, right? And the market was bullish. And this one is still a retracement from all that move going up. So we don't know yet if this is breakout structure, because the lower low is somewhere around here, and we are not so sure if it is going to break that structure or not. So anyways, that's a topic of another day. But what I'm just trying to say, guys, I don't look if the market is going up or down or which trend the market is. I just trade my setups and that's all I do. So now I go on 1 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame like this, and from there I'm going to identify this period, the beginning of this month, of the previous month. So there are specific things that I look for, right? So the highs and the lows, and if they are broken, then I look for my order block, right? Everyone knows that. So I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want you guys to see how powerful this strategy is if you use it like wisely, and if you use it the way you like it, according to what I'm showing you. Okay, let's go. Basically all you need is only 10%. So in most cases what we only need is 10%. So if you get 10%, then we are good to go. So the math starts here, right? And I'm going to identify the structure that the market gave me. This is the high that the market gave me and the low, and it was broken, and the market did not come back to this order block as yet. Of course it came back with this whole move, but now I'm not going to consider this whole move coming up. Because why? Because it have also broke structure from the above, right? So I'm not going to consider that. And so what now do we see? The market gave us this higher high here, and this is not interesting. As for me, this is not quite interesting, because this one, some they consider it to be a low. It depends how you consider your lows, but anyways, it's okay. And this one again, I can say this is my low. This is my low right here, because you can see all these candles consolidating here. If the candles are consolidating, it's really is a nice thing, because sooner or later you know that the market is going to move to a certain direction. So as we can see that the market broke this consolidation levels and those highs and the lows on this consolidation time. So what happened? The market broke and went down. That's okay. There is nothing interesting here, guys. There's nothing interesting, because we want to see a clear structure so that we can be involved. So don't worry if you don't, like, any single week, like this time period, you don't see a trade. It's okay. It's okay, guys, because with this strategy you can get amazing trades. You only need 1 to 10, and you can find it in a single trade. So you don't have to worry even if you don't see a trade the whole week. It's okay. So now we move on to the other week. We can identify this high here and this low here, and nothing much interesting happened. But as we can see that the market gave us this low, the market gave us this high here and this low. You can, why I'm considering this to be a low, because we have this retracement here, like 2 candles. They are enough for you to consider a retracement, or for the market to create a low or a high. So it's perfect for me. And now you can see that the market came and broke this structure with this candle here. It broke this structure, and the next candle, what happened? It came to this order block here. It came to this order block, and the market did what? Went down. So if you are to take a trade here, maybe use the 50%, or at the beginning of this candle. It depends. At the open of this candle, it depends how you want to take your trades. I've made a video about that, but let me say the way I take my trade. First one at the beginning, and this is maybe if I set pending orders, then I put a 5 pip stop loss. Guys, you don't have to put 5 pip stop loss. You don't have to. Go and backtest and see what works for you, right? You can put 15, 20. You can put 25, then you know that your risk to reward ratio will decrease, right? But if that speaks to you the most, so then if I'm taking my 5 pip stop loss, it will be something like this. Then you can see right at the pip, I don't know if the stop loss hit or what, but as I can identify now, as I can see now, there's another trade at the 50% of this candle right there, and this trade did not go to 1 to 10 but rather 5, this one 6, right? 6. So now we can see we took a trade here according to how you want your trade to be. Let me say I'm going for only 1 to 10 and I'm not moving my stop loss, even if I'm up to 5% in profit. So let me say first trade was a loss, so let me say minus, let me just say minus 1%. Okay, this one was minus 1%, but as you can see guys, the market moved to our like 5 gain, right? Then it came and break the structure and everything and stopped us out. Okay, that's fine. Let's move on to the other setup. If you're going to find any setup, pretty interesting situation here. You can see this low, and this low was broken, right? This low was broken. We can all identify this low was broken. And what happened? The market moved. And what happened when the market moved? It did what? It gave us this green candle here, right? The whole move, it gave us this green candle here, only this green candle here, and continued going down. So now what I'm waiting for guys is, I mentioned in the previous video that if the market is like this, if I have like 2 order blocks like this, or 2 green candles if I'm going down, or 2 red candles if I'm going up, I'm going to take the first trade on this very candle and the other one here. So that is how I'm going to do. So this is how I will do it, right? I will take a trade here at the open of this candle, and if I go for a 5 pip stop loss, somewhere like that, then as you can see, this one flew, right? As I was saying, that you can get more than 1 to 10 on a single trade, so you don't have to chase any trades. You don't have to chase any trades. This is 1 to 26, but okay, we only need 1 to 10. We only need 1 to 10. So if I'm going to jot this one down, then plus 10, minus 1 plus 10, then we move on to the following week. You can also take trades on the same week if you want. You can find other opportunities, because you can find them, but you can call it a month with just this single trade. Okay, there's so many examples, you guys. And what happened here at the beginning of this week, now I'm going to rush, guys. I'm going to rush because I don't want to make this video long. Identify this low and this high here. What happened? The market gave us this when it started, then it gave us this low, and then it came here, kind of breaked and did not actually break this structure, and finally broke the structure, then came down here and broke this structure here. So now we're waiting for the market to come back to this order block here, which is more which is not very common because of the very down move going up. It cannot just come back to this order block without forming other patterns like breaking higher highs and higher lows or something like that going through that. So it won't be a clear move. It won't be a clear move. So this one and this one, I'm interested to take a trade, but as you can see, the market broke and came back to this one, broke here and came back to this one, broke and came back to this one. So if I'm to take a trade, then I take a trade somewhere like there in my 5 pip stop loss. And then as you can see, guys, this is another beautiful trade that went up to 1 to 14. But okay, we don't care about that. We only need 1 to 10. Then as you can see, it's another 10. It's another 10 here. And so you can ask, like, there are so many opportunities here. There are so many opportunities. You might want to take them or you might not want to take them. Okay, this one you might ask that, is it a retracement or what? It is how you consider it. Maybe it is a retracement. So if it is a retracement, then this right here, you consider it to be a low, right? But as I said that my retracement, I'm going to say it is a retracement when it is about 2 candles going up or down. About 2 candles. Only 1 candle, I'm not going to consider it a retracement on 1 hour time frame, right? It might be a perfect retracement, just 1 candle, but it's okay. It's okay, you guys. It's okay. It's about how you want it and how you have backtested and see if it works. So let's move on to the other week. There are so many opportunities this very week, but this same week, but I don't want to make this video long. So the other week, what happened? The market, like this one is the high that the market gave us right at the beginning, and this low here, and as you can see, the market then came up and break that low and continued going down. Nothing interesting here, so you can just be keeping on marking your levels if your levels are to be broken or what. Then you have this high here, but as you can see, the market is consolidating here. So this one you can consider it to be a break or not, depending on how you see the market. But as you can see, if you're taking into consideration the whole weeks and everything, this is probably not a break, right? So yeah, that's okay. This is not a break considering the weeks and everything. So as we can see, like this, what happened? The market gave us this low, this high here, and this low here. Then we were waiting for the market to perform according to these levels that we have marked or highlighted. So what happened here? The market came and broke this one here, because this one is a significant high. It's a significant high. Then it broke, then came back here. As you can see, it broke even with the week. It broke, then came back to this order block here, So if you had to take a trade right at the open of this candle, you can see it's another beautiful trade. That's it. more than 1 to 18, more than 1 to 18, but okay, we're just going to say 1, another 10% gain, another 10% gain, another 10% gain. As you can see, there are also other opportunities here, but we don't want to. Let us move on to the other week. And what do we see? We see this high the market gave us right at the beginning, and this low, and this low was broken. This low was broken. We have 3 candles going up, so that's a beautiful retracement for us. And this low was broken, and the market came back to this candle right at the open of this candle, and we can take a beautiful trade right there. A beautiful trade going down, like this, and this hit our stop loss with a 1 to 4. So this is a minus 1. This -1% here, right? So let's call it a week from there. But there are so many opportunities, guys. I don't want to make this video long, that's why there's so many opportunities. Like if you identify this low, this high, and this low, beautiful. The market did not break this low, so we're now expecting it to break this, and it broke here, then came back to this order block here, and then the market went and rallied up. As you can see, that's another beautiful trade right there. That's another beautiful trade, you see. But I'm not going to consider this one. Why? Because we took one at the beginning of the week and we lost it. So it's okay, you can find as many trades as possible. So let me just calculate how many we took and how many we lost. So this is 10 plus 10 plus 10, that's 30, right? 30 minus 1 and minus 1. Guys, as you can see, 28% gain within one month. As you can see, guys, you can take Ftmo challenges and finding talent challenges. The first week, that's a 10%. That's the first stage of the challenge. The other week, another 10%. That's the second stage. And the elite stage of the challenge, or when you get funded, another 10%. Just like this, guys. This is so simple, without even going down to 1 minute time frame or whatsoever. As you can see, without even going down to 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame, or 15, just on 1 hour time frame, you can get your freedom. You don't have to do a lot, just be there, and when the market breaks, set your alerts, like as I explained in the previous video. Set your alerts, and you guys, you're good to go. This is so simple, guys. This is so simple. If you do it this way, you don't have to struggle, you don't have to hustle a lot to get this type of trade. One thing that you have to be in your mind is to know that you only need 10% in a month. You only need 10%. That's okay, and that's brilliant. As I showed you here, that this trade, they can even run up to 1 to 50, up to 1 to 100. It's a lot of opportunities that you can find. There are a lot of opportunities in this market, guys, if you just have the patience and know what you want and what to expect in the market. Don't expect 1 to billion percentage gain in just 1 minute or 5 hours. This takes time. As you can see, this is a 1 month time frame, from this blue line to the other blue line. As you can see, there are so many opportunities. So guys, thank you for watching, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.